Upon hearing this, everyone froze. Asked tenants how could they not know the attic was for sale. The agent said the seller is Sarah, like a horror movie character. The truth was about to emerge, so Vincent reluctantly confessed Sarah, his dear friend, was dead. He knew it was Sarah from the start. Manny and Luke saw her but didn't recognize a real puzzle. Manny was as drunk as a skunk that night. His head was spinning like it was hit by a rocket. He totally forgot what went down. And Luke? He didn't even see the face of the body. It wasn't until Vincent brought it up that it hit them like a lightning bolt that they finally understood what happened. Vincent looked innocent, clueless about his situation. Chris, furious, threw a cup like it was a punching bag. Philip was so furious, you'd think he wanted to declare war on Vincent, blaming him for this mess. Luckily, others stepped in just in time. They were only speculating, no hard evidence, just guesses. Then, the camera flipped, taking us back to Manny's memories, like flipping through an old photo album. That night, Manny burst into Vincent's life, sobbing that his wife was leaving him. It's like a bad rom-com. The twist. Manny totally pulled a fast one, but his wife found out the truth. Plot twist alert. As a true bro, Vincent couldn't watch Manny suffer, so he promised to help. What happened next was just a jaw-dropper. Meanwhile, Chris poured another drink, continuing his Vincent whine about how he dragged them all into this chaos. Poor Vincent sighed, while saying they still didn't know who the killer was. They needed to deal with the body like a home improvement project. But Philip raised his doubts, wondering, how exactly do we manage to take off the cuffs from the body by perhaps asking Sarah to perform a trick and detach her own arm? Turns out, Vincent and Chris accidentally caught Philip mid-activity. We'll just say it was a special event. Philip was on one again, and Chris figured it out instantly, like straight out of a detective novel. To avoid the cops, Philip and Vincent had to cough up all their cash. It's like protection money. After discussing this incident, Philip finally calmed down. Looks like favors come in handy after all. But after all this drama, everyone was still completely clueless about the truth. The total fog. At this moment, quiet Luke suddenly chimed in with the secret of his own. He secretly installed cameras, proving that life has no. He recorded all their activities and made DVDs like some sort of black market tech. Unfortunately, Vincent's surprise visit last night meant Luke missed capturing Sarah's murder. Luke's actions made Vincent have a light bulb moment. Maybe this was all masterminded by their wives. Their wives probably knew the secrets of the attic all along. What a jaw-dropping theory. Suddenly, the scene transitions back to the charity dinner. It's like a perfect test for the director. Chris' wife suddenly said that if she went for a certain position, she could lose everything. It was like a warning to watch. But Chris didn't think much of it. While Vincent bumped into Philip's father-in-law, it turned into a fancy showdown. Vincent and his father-in-law had a secret. They met at a bar with a beauty, not a chore. As a local tycoon, his father-in-law promised Vincent a real estate project if he kept quiet. But come today, Vincent still hadn't received that collaboration invite. It's a real cliffhanger. Vincent casually brought it up in front of the father-in-law's wife, like a pro-lawyer trying to negotiate the deal. Then the scene switched back to Chris, who received a mysterious text from his secretary, telling him to meet her in the bathroom of the pot. When Chris arrived, he was met by the mayor, and the whole scene left him totally confused. The mayor knew about Chris and the secretary, but he wasn't there for that. The warning was on the table. He advised Chris to remind Vincent not to play with fire. It was hard to comprehend. Chris looked baffled, insisting the mayor should never see the secretary again, emphasizing it was just a business deal. The mayor rolled his eyes, mocking Chris for thinking there was no money involved. It felt like a millennial fairy tale. The mayor attempted to say more, but got interrupted by the secretary coming out of the bathroom. What a plot. Chris grilled the secretary about the mayor's claims and unexpectedly uncovered hidden truths. The secretary replied that she got paid only during her first deal with Philip, but everything after was voluntary. Think critically. Elsewhere, two guys tried to flirt with Philip's sister, but ended up with a official beatdown, totally unnecessary. Philip's father-in-law saw this and got furious, kicking him out. Definitely a spectacle. Vincent rushed to comfort his sister, but Sarah witnessed it, and was not about to let Vincent off the hook. Women's intuition is truly Vincent said the girl was his friend's sister, but Sarah wasn't convinced and pressured him for answers. Sarah marched straight to Vincent's wife, and he wanted to stop her but was too scared to intervene. It was an emotional. Just in the nick of time, Luke swooped in to save Vincent, telling Sarah she'd regret it. What a savior. After some insight, Sarah grudgingly turned to leave the stand. Left quite the impression. Not far away, Vincent's wife's gaze subtly shifted to women's intuition is undeniably powerful. After reflecting on all this, Vincent was more certain than ever the wives must have known their secret all along. It's an elaborate set. If you like this episode, subscribe to our channel.